Hi there, everyone. This is Bob Martin, the RCSubGuy with the nautilusdrydocks.com. And if you check out the homepage of my website at nautilusdrydocks.com, you'll see I've got a link to a document that highlights a bunch of extra stuff that I have that I'm looking to liquidate. And there's been a lot of questions that people have had about the watertight cylinders that I have in this bargain bin section. So I made this video specifically to go over each and every one of them individually, one by one, so you can see what they all look like. I'm going to number them, put the numbers in the description, and as they sell, I'll knock them off. So if you want to see what's still available, check the description, and you'll be able to see what is still available. So without any further delay, let's get started. We've got a few to go through. All right, let's get started with the first cylinder. This is actually, it's absolutely gorgeous. This is a brand new, never used cylinder from the RC Sub workshop out of Japan. Originally designed for the Gato, Revell Gato, so it's perfectly suited for that. It's got brushless motors, twin output shafts. It's got bellows seals, full-sized servos, two full-sized servos in there. The electronics for the bladder system, the air bladder system, or I guess in this particular case, probably be water, ballast system. You can see the pump there, and then it's also got a forward mini servo for your bow planes. Beautiful cylinder. This is cylinder number 1. All right. Cylinder number 2. RPM Tech was the company that put this out. It's 3-inch diameter, 27 inches in overall length. The idea behind this is that you'd use water pumps to fill these two cylinders on the inside, plungers that would move back and forth. So basically like a piston style system. It's missing the pumps. Going to be a little bit of work to get these parts put back together again. What it does come with are 3 mini servos, electronic speed controller, and a geared motor. So RPM Tech 3-inch by 27-inch watertight cylinder number 2. Cylinder number 3. I am not entirely sure, excuse me, where this came from. Cylinder number 3. I believe this was a company out of the UK that put these together, and obviously if you know, let me know so that I know. Comes with a direct drive motor, 2 mini servos for the outputs in there, a small electronic speed controller, bladder style ballast system. There is the water pump there, and then the valve for the inflation of that is servo actuated with a micro switch right there. This would be large enough for the battery compartment on the back as well. So this is, I am going to say, probably 2.5 inches in diameter by, let's say, 2 feet long, 24 inches. That was cylinder number 3. Cylinder number 4. This is an easy driver. So this is basically set up for easy dynamic diving in an RC submarine or surface craft if you were so inclined. Comes with the pre-mounted seals, 2 servos, direct drive motor, and a large battery compartment. So there's also a spare servo on the inside as well as some magnetic connectors. Overall length about 12 inches by 2 inches in diameter. Cylinder number 4. Cylinder number 5 is actually pretty cool. This is a 3.5-inch diameter cylinder, homebrew, and the gentleman that put this together did actually quite a good job. It's got an aluminum equipment tray on the inside, 2 mini servos in there, a large, beefy motor that runs through a geared output with some belts, so it's going to be nice and smooth and quiet. It's got an integrated air pump on the inside, and the idea behind this is that you would have a separate ballast tank that the air pump would be driving off of. Comes with a Subtech SES3 electronic switch, an Mtronics electronic speed controller, So this is all one cylinder, and that is cylinder number 5. Overall length, I'm going to guess at about 14 inches by 3.5 inches. Cylinder number 6 is another home brew, and this is another quite well done version. So this is the electronics compartment in here. It's got the motor that comes out this small waterproof shaft in the back. It looks like there are some small cracks in there that were siliconed over. You've got some large compression style seals in here, 2 full-sized servos in there. We've got a Turnigy battery eliminator circuit in there, large electronic speed controller, and then we've got, let's see, is that automatic pitch controller? That's what that looks like inside there. And it comes also with a, yeah, actually that's about it. That's everything that is going to come with. And this is wired into a separate battery compartment right here. And it's also got a ballast tank, separate ballast tank. The idea behind this being that these would be situated something like this, and that servo that you see right there would actuate your ballast controls on the inside. It's a gas ballast system. I'm going to say a 3-inch diameter, 8-inch length on the main area, add another 3 inches for the motor, and probably a little 6-inch by 3.5-inch ballast tank. Cylinder number 7. This is a modern subdriver unit, 2.5 inches in diameter by about 19 inches in overall length. Missing the motor on the inside, but the equipment tray is in there. Everything is brand new, never used. This was originally designed for air pump system, so you'll be wanting to add servos, air pump in there, or you could convert it to a gas ballast system as well. So brand new, cylinder number 7. Missing the motor and servos, but brand new, never used. Number 8. This is a slick little unit. Looks like it's basically completely assembled and ready to go. It is a 2-inch by probably 18-inch long cylinder, probably for the Revell Type 7. It's got a waterproof switch already embedded in the back there. It has a gas-style ballast system in there, but it's also rigged up with an air pump for snort if you wanted to do that. It's got a LiPo guard in there, fail-safe unit, as well as an ADF2 automatic pitch controller with integrated fail-safe. The air pump is included, 2 direct drive motors, 3 mini servos. So a beautiful little unit. That's cylinder number 8. Cylinder number 9, another twin shaft. Looks like this is same thing, also set up for the Type 7. Comes with the speed controller, 3 mini servos, the ballast servo. Again, gas style. So this is a little bit older. It's not set up for snort, but some people, again, don't necessarily like that. Battery compartment in the back, twin output shafts. Beautiful little unit. Looks really, really good. Probably used, but in very good shape. Again, that is cylinder number 9. Cylinder number 10. This has a lot of sentimental value for me. This is the very first watertight cylinder that I ever put together. This was in my Nautilus. Back when I first got in the hobby, and it was constructed with the help of Greg Sharp. And for those of you that don't know it, Greg was an exceptionally gifted RC modeler. Has an integrated ballast system in here, gas style, which is actually filled through this remote filling hose. You just need to cap the end, and you can see all of the actuation linkages on the inside there. I'm going to say this is probably like an 8 or 9 inch ballast tank, about 5 inches in diameter. 3.5-inch electronics compartment. The idea behind this was that the motor compartment was separate, and you've got terminals here that run to that to control a separate motor. And this has some really interesting electronics in here, and I can hardly remember all of them. So you got your ballast servo, a model controller's dive manager or depth manager. You've got an SES2 electronic switch in there. There's an Airtronics receiver, 4 standard servos, an Mtronics electronic speed controller, not Mtronics, sorry, model controllers electronic speed controller. Beautiful unit. It was absolutely bulletproof back when I ran it. So electronics are a little bit older, but this is back in the days of solid state electronics. So very, very reliable. Next unit, unit number 11, a 3.5-inch easy driver. This comes with an Mtronics electronic speed controller, a geared single shaft output, 2 mini servos, and an ADF2 pitch controller with integrated fail-safe. That's pretty well everything. So like I said, this is an easy driver, single chamber for dynamic diving or surface running. And the last one was the beginnings of a monstrous watertight cylinder that I was putting together for my current Type 21 project. Elected to go a different route, but this is absolutely really well put together. I'm pretty happy with it. It's got an onboard voltage and current draw meter, so you can monitor things in real time. It has a remote on-off switch, 2 full-sized servos, and 2 monstrously huge direct drive motors that custom end cap in here. This is set up for a 5-inch diameter acrylic tube if you wanted to grab some of that. OTW stuffing boxes. These stuffing boxes alone are worth hundreds of dollars just on their own. Got a lighting output in here as well if you wanted to run lighting. And then on the bottom you got a nice big compartment here to mount a nickel metal hydride 10 amp battery. Fits perfectly in there if you were so inclined. So that's what I've got for you. Those are the cylinders that I've currently got sitting on the shelf waiting for a new home. If you are interested in any of them, by all means, reach out to me. Let me know. I'll get you additional information and pricing. Again, check the description if you want to see if something is still available or not. Thank you for joining me. If you're looking for these or any other components, information, resources, kits or components, visit my website, nautilusdrydocks.com. Thanks for joining me. Again, my name's Bob Martin, the RC Sub Guy. We will catch you next time.